What's up, y'all? This your girl Jay Renee with Prison Riot Radio. I hope that you're doing well. This evening we got a brother on the phone by the name of Donnell Gilder. He wants to talk to us about FCI Beckley. I know you've heard us talk about it once before, but we're going to talk about it again. He has some things he wants to bring to light about the facility. Hey, how you doing there, bro? Good evening.
Hey, how you doing? Good evening to you.
All right, I'm okay. I appreciate you for, having the intestinal fortitude to speak with us about what's going on in that facility.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just trying to get the word out so it can not only help myself, but help everybody else here because there's been a lot of weird stuff going on here.
All right, so I want to start with the things that involve you, and then we can talk more about the things that you've seen and witnessed. So tell us about your personal experiences.
Alright, I've been at Beckley since 2017 of September. I've been programming, I've been staying out the way pretty much as I can. I only got 2 shots. I got a tattoo shot and I got a possession of a dangerous weapon shot. But it was a situation that had happened where I actually had caught the possession of a dangerous weapon where my cellmate, on his return back with his property back to the cell, we were on lockdown in the unit. As he entered the cell a few minutes later, 2 officers had came into the cell, unlocked the door, and put us into handcuffs and had threatened him, saying that he had stolen a canister of chewing tobacco. And he said he didn't know what he was talking about. I didn't know what he was talking about, so they took us out of the cell. They took him somewhere out of the building, put me in a room over to the side where I couldn't see what was going on as they searched. But as the officers searched, one of them name was B. McDaniel and the other one's name was Hill. They had searched the cell. Then minutes later, they claimed they had found a knife in the mattress. But I never put anything in that mattress, and I didn't know of anything ever being in there. So I said, there's no way that...
This call is from a federal prison.
There's no way that could be mine because I already searched everything in the cell. Besides that, I didn't know to search inside the mattress, but that's when they called the lieutenant. His name was Denny. They called him up, and he took us to the chute. And Sally didn't get found guilty. Nobody pled guilty to having known that was there in the mattress. So I ended up eventually getting found guilty after we tried to explain our story to the DHO officer, which is the person who hears your ticket when you catch a shot. And to no relief of us, he ended up getting let out, and I got found guilty. So I tried to appeal the shot, didn't get no release. So about a few months after that, I think it was because of retaliation of what I had said in my appeal, basically pointing out the facts and telling them to look at the cameras, the dates, the time about the situation, because in the first place, it was not supposed to be a tobacco for anybody or any inmate to get his hands on in the first place. So a few months later, like I was saying, I was going up to the chow hall to get my lunch, and I got pulled over by an officer. His name was Redden, and I had my shirt tucked in, I had my boots on, I was in compliance with what I was supposed to have. I had my ID card in my hand, so he searches me. Then he asked to see my identification card. I handed over to him, and he was like, how long you been here at Beckley? I was like, excuse me, sir, like, I'm in compliance. That really doesn't have anything to do with me trying to go get my lunch. Can I please go get my lunch tray? Because I'm trying to go back to the unit and get on the phone. So he got upset and thought I was being smart with him. So he told me to, instead of going to chow, go ahead to the lieutenant's office. And I was like, okay, can I have your name, sir? Because he had his name covered up under a jacket. He wouldn't give me his name, so I asked him one more time. Then he grabbed me up by my arm, my right arm, and that's when another officer who was observing grabbed me up by my left arm. His name was G. Jones. They grabbed me up and drugged me to the lieutenant's office. And they was like forcing my arm up in the back, in my back, to where it was like almost felt like it was about to snap. So I just walked with them, and as we was walking past, going on our way towards the lieutenant's office, we had passed the assistant warden, whose name was Rich. and we had also passed a lieutenant whose name was Mesker. So the lieutenant asked, "What did I do?" to the officers who were escorting me. Then he told the officer that I was being a smartass. So we got to the lieutenant's office, which is the area of the prison where no cameras are at. So once we hit the door of the lieutenant's office, he slammed me up against the wall, but I had to lift up my face so I wouldn't hit my mouth on the wall and possibly break my teeth out.
Right.
So they threw me into the this cage that's inside the lieutenant's office. It's like a strip out cage. They threw me in there. The officers began to curse me out, told me that this is their prison, they do what they want to do. And I was trying to tell my side of the story and ask what had I done wrong, and he told me to shut up, called me a bitch. And I was like, "Sir, I just want to let you know my side of the story." And then he said, "I don't care about your side of the story because whatever we say goes here. You must not know where you at. This is FCI Beckley." So I'm thinking it's getting pretty serious. So he snatches the mask. I had a COVID-19 mask on my face. He slaps it, like snatches it off my face and throws it down on the ground. I'm like, "Sir, I'm not trying to be violent with you. I'm just trying to get some understanding here." So I was like, "I got some people out there, and they gonna hear about what's going on and what y'all doing to me right now."
Right.
So he said, "I don't give a fuck about your people. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You gonna listen to what I say." So I had my hair up in a ponytail because I got dreadlocks. So he told me to take my hair down. So I was taking a rubber band from out of my hair, and he snatched it out, kind of snatching my hair up with it. And that's when I knew. I'm like, all right, I'm just not gonna say nothing else. So at that point, I just remained silent. He kept asking me questions. I didn't say anything else to him. So he told the officers who had escorted me, named Redden and Jones, handcuff me. So they handcuffed me, but they twisted my body into position to where my hands were behind my back. One officer held them up high at their peak from behind my back, and the other officer had put his thumb on my pressure point and behind my ear, trying to force me to go unconscious. So I told him I couldn't breathe. He didn't listen. He said, I told him, "I'm sorry, man. Can you just let me go? I didn't want any problems with you." He was like, "Oh, now you don't want no problems. Now you want to say sorry." So right before the point where I was about to go unconscious, he let me go. So I fell. I sat down on the bench and fell down into it. And as I looked, I could see the captain walking through the door of the lieutenant's office. His name was Rodriguez, but he's not here no more. And I asked him, "Can you please help me, sir? They trying to kill me." So he asks the officer, "What did I do?" And the officer says, "Well, I think he's high. I need to give him a urine."
Prepaid call from.
So he said he thought that you was high and that he wanted to give you a urine test, correct?
Yes, that's exactly what he said. When he never mentioned that before, any of the things that happened, he never said that. That was something he said only when the captain walked through the door and asked me what I had done.
Okay.
So that's what happened with that situation. I came back to the unit and I called my family and asked them if they can give me some help. But when people got family out there, it's kind of difficult because they don't know who to call.
Right.
So I proceeded to do a form of an appeal, which was unsuccessful. On that, I tried to do it sensitive, which means basically go straight to the central office, who's over all the prisons, and tell them about my situation. But they said my situation wasn't sensitive enough, even though it was as crazy as it was. So I had to go through the beginning steps, which is file in my prison I'm at to the warden, then file to the region, and then I had to file to the central office, and they still turned me down. So I never got no relief from that.
Okay, so I want to run back and then we're going to catch back up. So you took the urinalysis. What was the results?
Results came. I hadn't came up for taking any drugs. I came clean.
Okay. And now, as far as what you was trying to do with the appeal process, did you have difficulty getting that filed? Like, was there anything, or did it go in easy? Like, tell us about the experience with getting that done.
Yeah, it was complications because whenever I would get an answer back from one of the forms of appeal that I'll file, whether it be from this prison or the region, it would always be open before I got it, which I thought legal mail was never supposed to be open, only in my presence. And it has to go through our counselor, who's the person who basically helps us out with things in our unit, and he's the one who delivers that mail to me. But sometimes it would come through an inmate. He'd be like, yeah, the counselor told me to give you this. And I'm like, why would he give you my legal mail? And then I seen it's already open, so it's a lot of tampering with your mail, with how you supposed to file at a certain amount of days and timeliness, but they don't allow that because they hold it back for a couple days and then give it to you on the very last day it's due. So they mess with a lot of the mail here, and it's difficult to get any type of help when it comes to that.
Okay. So how has that affected the appeal process and the different things that you're trying to do for yourself?
It's affected it greatly because it all falls back on me, and I'm responsible for everything. No matter if I send my mail out on the last day, they still consider it late if it has to go through the mail, and it takes a few extra days to get there, even though I've already sent it out. So I have to certify my mail, which means I get a stamp on it and a serial number so that I can track it. But it's preventing me from getting any relief. Even when you state the facts, even when you tell them to look at the camera footage of the day and the time when things happen, it's like they don't even want to look at the things that you point out, but everything that the administration says goes. So, no help.
I don't even know what to say about that. Disgusting. So tell us some more things that we need to know when it comes to your case and what you're trying to do.
Alright, my case is basically a robbery case. I got one robbery I actually committed that I pled out to, and then a robbery that I pled out to that was an attempted robbery. And they ended up giving me 1 day for both of the robberies. Then they gave me a gun enhancement on both of the robberies too. For the first one was a 10-year enhancement, and for the second one was a 25-year enhancement, which left me with 35 years in 1 day. I caught my case when I was 22 years old, but I think it was June of this year, a case got passed in the Supreme Court where it would help me get home sooner. And it's this case called Taylor, but basically they're saying attempted robbery isn't a violent charge anymore. Therefore, they can't hit me with a gun enhancement. So that would knock 25 years off my sentence. I got something in court right now, but the way this prison is ran, they barely let you have the proper paperwork that you need to even file your appeal. Like, I literally had to go through crazy measures just to get certain pieces of documents so I can file an appeal to know what's going on and what I can fight. You don't understand?
Right.
So, and that's going on with a lot of people. I even got a paper with my case manager's signature.
This call is from a federal prison.
Saying that anything that comes in besides this document called the Judgment of Commitments, and that's the only thing she's allowing you to get. She's not letting you get your sentencing transcripts, which you need. Barely letting you get your plea agreement. I mean, your statement of reasons. She's not letting you grab that. Your docket sheet. You can't get that. But it's hard to get anything. And then when you go to the warden about it, she just says, well, we don't do that at this prison. We don't allow you to have your paperwork at this prison. You can go back to your case manager during open house, and she'll open your file. You can sit there for an hour and copy things out of it. You need your paperwork at all times. So if you so happen to go on a lockdown, you can have it in your cell, and you can read over your material because it's all under a time restriction, and you got deadlines. You understand?
Yeah, so it's like they trying to make time run out on you.
Yeah, they do. It's like they want you to do every day in here, feel every day, and then get you in trouble to lose days, so you'll be here for the maximum amount of time that you can. And then once, I'm sure on her stories, like when you get to the door, they like, oh, you'll be back. And then I've seen a lot of people come back, which trips me out. It's how they. It's like it's fucked up here. I don't even know what else to say. Like, that's plain point blank what it is. They just fucked up people. And like you said, she has the power to change this, but she's doing her best with changing the facility, but she's not changing the staff.
Right.
Which is the main issue. They doing us bad. Like, it's a lot of crazy shit going on. Like, we need days to tell all the things that I done seen in here, and I only been here since 2017, which is a little while, but
Right.
I done seen a lot of crazy shit.
I can imagine. So tell the people what support you need from us. Like, what can we do to help support you?
I think what people could help to do supporting is to contact the officials of this area in this state. With this, I think it's called Beckley here, or Beaver, West Virginia. That's what it is. Contacting like senators or whoever is in authority, and just letting them know what's going on with their family members who are in this prison. Because I know I'm not the only person who's going through something in here, or whose family has heard about situations going on in here, but they not here to experience it, so they wouldn't know the depth of it. So what the inmates are telling their family members, that's truth, right? But they don't really have the resources, to really help them out. So I suggest just like contacting anybody who's in a position of power, such as like a senator or congressman, or somebody who can get us some help. Even a regional director would be helpful, which is the Mid-Atlantic region. That's this area right here. Even contacting, I think it's a guy, even contacting him and letting him know what's going on, that'll help a lot, because then it'll go down the chain of command.
Right. I appreciate your courage, brother, for letting us know what's going on with not only yourself, but with the facility that you're at. We've been hearing a lot of bad things about that place. The last video I put out about it has been comments of the same.
Yeah.
So you definitely are appreciated.
I appreciate you for your help and assistance. Thank you very much.
Got it.